We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Anna Kowalska Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's basketball coach Anna Kowalska. And Anya, it's that time of year now. Tournament time this week at Westbanco Arena. Talk about your team's excitement to get into this tournament.
Well, a lot of them do not know that feeling yet. We're having a lot of freshmen on the team, but my returners are probably, I'm pretty sure they're excited about this time of the year, but they also know it's one and done, potentially, if you lose. So there's also, kind of nervousness and everything around, but we have 3 days to prepare for the team on Thursday, so we're looking forward.
And you guys come off a big game against West Liberty, rallied late to put that one kind of out of reach there at the end. Talk about the battle with West Liberty and kind of how ending the season strong helped you.
It's with West Liberty, they always say, that's the team 25 minutes away from us. But we were more focusing on what we need to do. Defensively, we needed to continue playing defensively really well, and we needed to execute offense. And we made a couple mistakes, but overall, I think we did a pretty good job with keeping them in front of us and not allowing them too many three-point shots. When I say that, that's no way you can allow 0 three-point shots for West Liberty, but we tried to do that, and we tried to play our game. So and we played pretty well, especially in the third, I think. Second part of the third and fourth quarter, we came up strong, so I was really happy.
And defense has really been the key to your guys' success this year. You're allowing a league-best 61.5 points per game this season. Talk about the defensive effort and kind of how you guys are rallying around that.
Every coach has a philosophy. Every coach believes in different things. I'm a true believer in defense. I really do think the teams who play defense have a chance to win games. And it doesn't matter if it's at home on the road. You defend the way you want to defend, the way I want to defend, and you keep them below average. You always have a chance to win the game. Because I always tell them, don't rely so much on shots every day, because there might be a day where you cannot make shots for some reason. So defense will give you those extra steals and rebounding and deflections, and that can help you to win the games. And I think that's what happened with us this year. But just my philosophy as a coach, I told them defense is non-negotiable. You gotta defend, and we keep working on it. Is it there yet? Probably not. But I think it's gonna help us when we have a lot of returners coming back and they buy into the system. And but I was very, very happy with how we defended, especially in the second part of the season.
And the conference released their all-conference awards on Monday. You had 2 girls honored. Kenzie Dalton, Defensive Player of the Year, plus honorable mention. Rachel Wilson gets second team. Talk about those two and what that honor meant to them.
It's the Defensive Player of the Year. There's no brainer. Kenzie is just someone who gives us energy every single day. She works so hard every day. And you know what? One thing special about her is she works hard even when no one is watching. In practices every day, and I'm the one who sees that every day. So I really admire that. She's very unselfish. Sometimes I tell her to be a little bit more selfish, but she's very unselfish, and the only thing that she wants to do is for her team to win the games, and it shows every single day. She does those little things that we have to have in order to win games. So I'm very, very happy with that award. And then Rachel, of course, she's the junior. She has 1 more year, but she helped us win games this year. She gives us this inside presence that we need. In my opinion, if you want to be a really extremely good team, you got to have inside and outside. And I think she gives us inside, and she rebounds for us, and she actually plays pretty good defense for us. She takes charges and does all the other stuff that you don't see on the stats. So I'm very, very proud of those two.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's basketball coach Anna Kowalska. And Anya, girls are able to secure the number 3 seed. It's your highest seed in the tournament since the 2021 tournament before you got here. Talk about what that meant to get that 3 seed and kind of get that home game in the quarterfinals.
You know what? It amazes me because I don't even know in the preseason. I think we were picked bottom, 3. It amazes me because we lost a couple key players. We lost top 2 starters from last year. And beside that, and then I had to start 2 freshmen who are very talented freshmen. And then everyone coming off the bench, very young, except Gracie. But Gracie was injured for a while. So despite all of this stuff, when you see that we have the same record as Wesleyan in the conference, I think 13-7. Amazes me that that's how much we did this year. Because when you look at who we lost and returners, and we only had, I think, 2 starters from last year because I know Bri didn't start. And when we compete against those teams who have a lot of returners, who have all conference players returning, I'm extremely proud of them, how they just come in and they just grind every day. And I'm going to be honest with you, in the beginning we struggled a little bit in the season just because how young we were, but we're getting used to each other and our chemistry is really good, and their chemistry is really good off the court too. So when I look at this, I'm like, wow, that's pretty awesome that we're third, you know what I mean? And we were not that far even from being even second. So I'm stunned, I'm going to be honest with you. If you would tell me that earlier, I would not know what to think about that, but right now I'm extremely proud of them, and I'm extremely proud of our returners, how they lead the team.
And your girls getting ready for Glenville State here on Thursday, a team you split the season series. Talk about this matchup and kind of some of the things you learned from those 2 games that you're going to bring into the tournament.
You know what, actually I'm glad that we split, because sometimes when you're like, okay, you cannot beat team 3 times in a row, right? So when we're 1-on-1, it feels a little bit better. But with them, it's all about discipline. You know what I mean? They press you for 40 minutes. They try to speed you up, and I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes it looks like it helps us offensively when we speed up a little bit because we get easy baskets, but they're gonna be a really hard team to beat. They're extremely athletic. They have a really good freshman. They have a lot of pieces around her too, and the post player, I don't think she's a post player, she's like a shooting guard, I think, 45, but she's extremely athletic, and so and they have a couple of shooters around them. And they have Cherry, she's a 3-point shooter. She can shoot those shots outside. So for us, it's going to be just discipline, not giving up those easy shots, keep grinding them, and then I think discipline is going to be number 1, and rebounding, of course.
And finally, as you mentioned, a young team heading into West Bank Arena, a lot of them have not experienced this postseason play. How much are you going to rely on your veterans like Kenzie, like Rachel, who have played there before, to kind of lead these girls and get them ready for what to expect?
I'm going to be honest with you, that was the role the whole year for them. So I don't think there's going to be any different what I'm expecting from them, what I expected them against West Liberty or Glenville or UC Fairmont. I think now it's good because they've been in this role the whole year. So I don't think there's going to be anything different. But when you're in the tournament and you're in the arena and the environment around, I tell them all the time, like, don't get distracted, just stay focused. So I think they're going to be fine. I think they're going to be fine. They've been there before. We had a heartbreak last year against UC. We lost by 2 points only. So I think they learned it. I think they remember that one. And I don't worry about it. I'm going to be honest with you. At the end of the day, when we play Glenville and at the end of the game, if I tell them they did a great job defending, rebounding, and staying disciplined and scoring and making some crucial shots, we'll win. But if not, then we're going to go home.
Thanks, Anya. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you at West Banco.
Thank you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.